Hello, my darling Capricorns. Welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth. I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader and fellow Capricorn. And this, my darlings, is your healing intuitive reading for the time between the 26th of September and the 5th of October. Now, my darlings, you have had to wait a few extra days, us, I should say, and the earth signs. But we are ready. I was minding my own business today, and then suddenly it was, okay, this reading has to be done. And so that tells me that this is probably potentially going to be a spirit guided message, okay? It's probably going to be one that's going to hit us a bit hard. You know how difficult the last few days have been, especially since Saturn went direct in Capricorn. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on with the reading. My darlings, we're going to draw some cards looking at the last week of September and this first week of October, okay? I've already shuffled and I've already meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera now, and then we'll get started on your reading. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, card at the base of the reading is the Two of Swords. When the card's at the base of the reading, that really means that this is our overall focus and perspective for this time period, okay? And that's one of sword energy, and number two. Twos are about our commitments, our balance, our partnerships. Remember, right now, we are just entered Libra season, so that's number 11. 1-1, but it obviously it's looking like a 2. So we've got this commitment, we've got this balance, we've got this commitment to trying to commit to what's going to improve our balance, which is really the whole message of Libra season. And you can find out about Libra season right now. Actually, there's a video that I've put out there about Libra season and Sun in Libra and what we can expect from that oncoming energy wise, okay? So we're going to start off with our key energies. We've got some clarifying cards here which I'll know when to include in the reading, and some of them have actually come out already with the cards, okay? We've got the key energies and outcomes for this time period too. So let's have a look at the key energy, the key message really. So we know we're going to be thinking about our balance. We know that we're going to be committing to creating that balance, but it's about shifting our perspective as well with the Two of Swords, because we're not necessarily acting in this energy here, but we're trying to think about how we can include more balance in our lives, and what we might have to sacrifice and cut out for that. So let's have a look at our first key energy for this time period. It's the World card. So I mean, I don't know how closely you follow my little videos, what I do. I was talking about this energy, the World card. I was talking about judgment in the last reading and how we are moving on naturally to this energy of the World card. So judgment is 20 actually, card number 2 is again, and then this is 21, and the end of the major arcana, number 3, okay? So I might do a post about 2, 3, 4 because those are numbers that we're going to be seeing a lot of during Libra season, okay, this time of balance. Now the World card talks about a brand new cycle that we're in. There's awareness that has come through to you, to us, especially since Saturn directs in Capricorn, but increasingly as we move through Libra season now. I mean, the post is really about uncomfortable truths in Libra season and about how our perspective is changed because of understanding that we gain during this time period that helps us to think about how our actions affect our lives, how our actions and the energy that we expend and the imbalances in our lives are manifested, really. It's about realizing those things. And once we realize those things, it's about starting that new cycle. So we're coming into this energy of a new cycle with the World card. And that's exactly, that's even without using tarot, we know that just by looking at the astrology and looking at how Capricorn energy specifically, but all signs are affected by Saturn moving direct in Capricorn. Okay, so check out that little video. It's only like 5 minutes. It just explains that transit of Saturn direct in Capricorn and how it affects us. Okay, so let's now look at the last week of September, the last few days of September. Okay, we've got the 8 of, this is me today, exactly how I felt, okay, how I'm feeling right now. So we've got the 8 of Wands, we've got the 7 of Cups with a clarifying card, we have the Ace of Cups, wow, and we've also got the High Priestess, another number 2. Okay, so we are in this energy, this space of new beginnings. We're in this energy, this space of being able to manifest, but the manifestation is only available, and the way that is only available to us because of our growing awareness. So think about this card here. So this card here, sword energy, oh my gosh, look at that. Well, there you go. There's the Libra season right there. There's Libra card right there. And you've got to think about what these two energies bring for us. Okay, these two energies bring foresight and awareness to us. This is about, with number 2 being realizing that you're not stuck in a way of thinking, but there's things that you maybe want to do, there's ways that you maybe want to behave differently. However, right now you're unable to fully commit any actions to that. So it's like knowing what you want to do, understanding what needs to change, for example, but being unable right now to actually affect those changes. Well, look at what's happening here when we've got justice, because justice is, Libra season is about bringing in those changes. It's about manifesting changes. It's about gaining clarity that helps us to change our actions, recognizing how our repeating thoughts and automatic thoughts and our perspective about things, how that actually affects the things that we do in the world. So we are moving, if you see, into new energy now, and we've got this really emphasized again with the 8 of Wands. Now, wand energy is your life force or ki or chi. It is that thing that we get excited about. As I said, I was just minding my own business, watching, I don't know, whatever, NCIS on the telly, trying to just recover and just rest. And suddenly it was like this. It was like, okay, it's time. It's time now to do the message for Capricorn. You have to just do it now. So I just have to get up and just do this. This is like incoming energy. It's that energy, that feeling, that anticipation. All these words, anticipation, motivation, excitement, they all describe the feeling of wand energy or the feeling of ki or chi or your life force. Now, when we have number 8 here, 8s are about cycles. They're about ways of doing things, ways of thinking, in this instance, ways of feeling. And this is like a wave almost of wanting to start, wanting to move, wanting to shift. Just like I said, I'm chilling and then suddenly I'm up and about. But that's what it's kind of like in your life as well, in our lives, in all our lives at the moment, Capricorn. There's this real sense of wanting to grow, expand, to change, to shift things in our lives. And this is something that you will feel probably from today, the 25th, when I'm recording this. You'll probably feel that energy, just like I felt. Now, I obviously sometimes get that oncoming energy a little bit early, but you'll start to feel this in September, this energy of wanting to do something different, feel differently. And this is the energy and the input that the 8 of Wands brings us. But look at what we have here. We have this energy, and this is why the blindfold is still on. This is why we're not, even though we know we want to do something and we feel we want to change something potentially, we want to make a new commitment, a new way of thinking, a new way of behaving, even though we're committed to that and we know that, we also are confused. We also are uncertain. We also are, well, what's going to happen? What's going to be the result of this? Like, I'm going to do this reading because I'm inspired to do it right now, but what if it's a mess? What if no one watches it? You better watch it. You better make it go viral, Cappy. But anyway, we love a viral video on Capricorns. So we are confused. We don't know what to do. We've got questions. And number 7 is a number of mystery. Okay. And so you always have to think about that with number 7. 7 is my master number. I'm proud of that. But believe me, if you read what it means, I'm so like doomed. No, I'm just... But number 7 is about questions. It's about the path. It's not about the destination. It's not about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the steps that we take. And with this questions of the 7 of Cups, we've got, what do I want? Why do I want this? What should I do? How am I feeling about this? What might the outcome be? Why would that be the outcome? All these things, because it's cups, so it's emotions, it's how we feel. And there's confusion maybe around, I think, around options. I know for me personally, when I look at these cards, I'm like, yeah, this is totally my reading, because I'm so vibing on this energy right now, universe, like so much. Trying to think about the changes that I want to make and the things that I want to bring in and the things that I want to manifest in my life. And we've got a clarifying card here. We've got the Ace of Wands. Wow. So we've got 2 aces. I mean, look at this number 2. So I in my meditation, in my preparation, which I'm always doing, when you don't see me, I'm always working, which is part of the problem, part of the imbalance. But anyway, I digress, darlings. But one of the things that I was thinking about and talking about in meditation was thinking about the number 3 and feeling that energy coming forward toward us, that 3 of Swords and all the 3 of Pentacles, because that's about our manifestation, our ability to use what we learn, what we know, what we feel, what we understand, in order to create more, in order to expand our lives. And I was also thinking about the Magician, and I was thinking about these energies, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and how significant they are for us right now. And we have this energy of the Ace of Wands here. So again, this burst of energy, this feeling like you want to move, feeling like you want to go, feeling like you want to start doing new things, start feeling new things, start creating new things. But it also with these feelings, we've got a 7 and a 1 here, which is 8, and I don't know the different suits, but we've got the 8 here. So it's kind of like this repeating again, cycles. Remember what I'm talking about, cycles with the 8s, cycles with the world cards. And we've got this energy of wanting to do more, wanting to see more, wanting to create more, to get out there, to show yourself, and there being at the end of September some confusion around exactly where what do you want? Why do you want it? Why do I want this? What's it going to give me? How do I really feel about this? Blah, 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 blah. All those questions with the number 7. But do not take away from the energy of new coming towards us, and the energy of, you can feel that you're on the precipice. I can feel that you're on the precipice of a new start, a new beginning, a feeling better, a feeling more confident, excuse me, I don't know what that sentence was. Feeling more confident and more comfortable in order to go forward, in order to move forward in the ways that you want. And we've got this Ace of Cups energy here. So remember what we think about aces. Aces are, yes, they're about, new beginnings. They're about fresh starts. They're about, aces are also lucky. They're also auspicious, like good fortune. They hint about good fortune. They hint about that success. And we're almost following we are following our nose. We're following our instincts with the Ace of Wands, and we're following our emotional body. We're listening to our intuition. And we're helping that be our guide almost. We're helping our intuition and our instinct, 2 different. So this is your instinct, really, wand energy, your instinct, what your instinctively, your instinctual responses, if you will. So any of those type of things, that's wand energy, yeah? So you've got your instinct, and you've got with the wand energy, and you've got your intuition. So your wisdom, your learned wisdom, almost your innate wisdom, learned over many lifetimes, or the lifetime of the universe, learned wisdom of the Ace here. So you've got this energy, this wanting, this feeling of wanting to move, wanting to go. And just while we're at the end of September, and especially before the new moon, so you might be waiting a couple of days. So we have got the new moon coming up on the 28th, or tomorrow when you watch it, or whatever, a couple of days from now, might be now past this time. You've always got to think about, if you want more details about astrology and what it means, what does a moon mean or a new moon mean, and just generally, and what does the sun mean, and what is it, masculine or feminine, and how does that affect us? All information you can find in my astrology playlist. I give breakdowns about individual transits as well as the whole energy of the month of September. So check out the astrology playlist for further details. But the new moon it's about bringing things that are beneath the surface, or this confusion, all these questions. It's about bringing the answers in a way. It's about bringing those things to light. What's beneath that's sort of murky and that doesn't make sense. We are starting to understand, we're starting to see, we're starting to become aware, we're starting to have that clarity. And so you should feel that clarity, you should feel it approaching you now, or around the 28th or after the 28th. You should feel that. And this is this energy, this new emotional beginning. And then we have also supporting all these energies here, we've got the High Priestess. So we've got a very nice rounded week, but we're being called continually this year, Capricorn. Okay, we're constantly being asked to notice ourselves, notice how we feel, notice how we're responding. How am I? What is my mind doing when that person says that to me? How does my emotional body respond when somebody says that to me, or when I have that experience, etc., etc. This is a year for us to evolve, Capricorn, really in a massive way spiritually. And it's constantly about noticing. And this is the same thing here. We've got this energy here of just stay with it. I feel the energy of the Four of Pentacles. You know that one where he's sat and the city's behind him and he's got a pentacle on, he's holding a pentacle and he's got a pentacle under his feet and he's got one on his head and he's not moving anywhere. And we talk about that can be, people might talk about that being stubborn. I don't see it as being stubborn. I see it as those times are necessary in order to think about, if you will, reflect on our stability. We have to try to understand why we're here, why we are where we are. We have to look around at where we're at, and we have to try to understand it. We have to try to understand how my behaviours affect what I manifest, how my thoughts affect what I manifest, how my feelings affect what I manifest, etc. And this is what we are doing even in this last week of September, okay? And we're doing this, and this is the energy that just further supports this. And again, this is linked to the moon card. So this is linked to the full moon, if you will. Because on a new moon, there's no moon in the sky. You can't see any moon, obviously, because it's new. It's brand new. But it's the energy is the same. The wisdom of the divine feminine, which is about our inner wisdom and understanding. Okay, what we've learned, or the imprint of our experiences. That's what we get from the High Priestess. So it's about listening to that. It's about quieting the mind. We only see swords there, nowhere else. It's about quieting that mind. It's not about your mind right now. It's about your emotional body, about your intuitive body, and it's about your instinctual body, your instincts. What are they telling you? How are they moving you? Where are they drawing you? And even if you can't see things clearly right now on September the 25th or September the 26th or September the 27th, we're moving toward this energy, key energies. Remember, this new, it's a breakthrough. We're breaking through this cycle into a brand new one. Okay, so then we next have, wow, there we go. So we have our Queen of Wands here for October. So we start off October with the confidence of the Queen of Wands with the clarifying card. We've still got these clarifiers here. Don't know what they're for. They'll come out when they're needed. One's for here, I feel. We've got the next card, which is the Four of Cups. We've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the King of Cups. So we're graduating. So we do well. This month. We have Divine Masculine, we have Divine Feminine, and we have Inner Child. So just by looking at these energies here straight away, we're feeling confident. Yes, we're wanting to move and we're wanting to manifest. Yes, but we're also feeling vulnerable. We're also feeling uncertain about the outcomes. But also that also gives us food for thought. Why do I feel uncertain about my success? Why do I feel uncertain about my ability to have this job, relationship, success, whatever it is for you as an individual? This is what's making you reflect on that. So it's almost like we're moving, we're acting, and we do as we move into October. But we also have this additional energy of feeling vulnerable. Again, though, remember, these are the things that bring us into awareness. So it's always good to engage. Okay, so Tiny's just decided to lick his bum there on telly. Tiny dog. You're on telly, licking your willy. Look at him licking his willy on telly. Oh, you can't see him. Okay. You're lucky, Key Wisdom viewers. I'm gonna watch. You're all right, baby. I love him. Okay, so we just bear with me. I know. I'm talking to this card here right now. Don't ask me what I'm saying, but basically, I'm talking about how hard it is to be here. You know, for us at the moment, we're in this. It seems like a relentless this year of the constant reflections that we have, and how much, I don't know, it's one of these, it might be both of these, the constant reflection we need to do, and we've had to do this year, and the constant sort of evolving that we've been doing. The pace has been relentless this year, and even if people don't follow astrology or key wisdom tarot or tarot channels, whatever, you in your life would have felt that. And you know, because of the eclipses that we've had. Anyway, so I digress. So we move it into October, Capricorn, and we've got this energy, the feminine energy of the Queen of Wands. So we are graduating now. We're starting to respond to our intuition, not only listen to it. We're starting to respond to our, when I say respond to it, what I mean by that is we're starting to notice it. We're starting to say, that's what I feel. That's what I understand. That's what I know. That's where the direction I'm being pulled. Remember, divine feminine is all about our inner wisdom, knowledge, understanding, what our experiences teach us, the wisdom of the universe, and what we know about that by stilling our mind and by living mindfully, etc. So this is all the energy of the Queen of Wands, and this is us feeling confident, feeling. As I said, it's because we're noticing it, but we're feeling more confident about the direction we do want to go in. But there is still more there is still feelings of vulnerability there, and that is something that you're just like, do you know what, I feel like I want to do this now, I'm going for it, I'm doing the actions, I'm taking the actions, I'm taking the steps, but you're still like, but why am I feeling vulnerable, why am I feeling, because there is a bit of that, but we'll come to that as we go. Excuse me, we've got a clarifying card here. Wow, Ten of Pentacles. So this is you, as I said, this is us saying, okay, I understand now what it is I need to do in order to manifest the security that I want, in order to create the life that I want. I understand it now. I can see it. I can see the life that I'm trying to create. I can see the business I'm trying to create. I can see the relationship I'm trying to create. Ultimately, I can see the stability that I'm trying to create. And the fact is, with Capricorn's energy and with Pentacles energy, when we have these energies, what they're talking about is the things that we do, that's the energy that we input in order to create things in our lives, in order to create things that are stable and long lasting. So when you think about those type of things, goodbye, Tiny. When you think about those type of things, it's funny, isn't it, dog? When you think about those type of things, that's the stuff, that's the whole of our lives. You know, we spend all of our lives, maybe not all signs do, but I have, and I presume you have, been a Capricorn. We really do think about our long term. We really do think about, you know, how we can sustain this, how can this work for me going forward, how is this going to last for generations to come. So it seems like you're feeling much more confident about manifesting the things that you want. We are feeling much more confident about manifesting the things that we want, okay, which is really good. But this confidence as well is bringing in, and this Page of Cups in a way is similar. It's not similar, but we can link it in a sense, because we've got number 4 here, 4 of Cups, and we've got our emotional foundations. I'm sorry, these cards are still shouting at me. This one, okay, this one first. There might be this one as well. This one might actually be coming out as well, but we'll look at this one first. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Cups. Now, 4s are about our foundations. They're about our structures and regimes and the traditions in our lives, you know, the thing that our experiences in our lives, the things that sort of make us who we are, what we are built on, in this instance, what our emotions are built on. So there's a case of look at that, reflect on, with this number 4 of Cups, what you're feeling right now. So you're feeling this confidence of what I can manifest, but it is bringing out, in a way, this vulnerability. So I can see that, I can understand that, I can guess that from my point of view in my life, what I'm doing and want to do and could be doing next week or next year, and how I move forward in my life and in my career and in my work. There's confidence always. Like I always say to people, you know, you don't, whoa, yes, we've got 3 here as well, so good, we've got 3, the Empress. It's like, I always say to people, you know, I don't care if you've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube or 1, or you have 1 million views or just 1. The work that goes into creating that content that person puts out on their channel is them being completely exposed, is them exposing themselves, and they know the struggle that takes. And it doesn't, so in a way, it kind of like, it doesn't matter in a way how people respond. But obviously it does matter how people respond. And obviously the response of others, if you get one view after you've spent years and years doing this work, or months and months, perfecting this video or whatever it is, it would make you obviously question. So it would make you think. You would think, well, why do I care about that? Do I care about those people? Do I care about the people that are, trolling me or not watching, or, what am I getting from this? And there's this essence of really engaging with what makes you who you are, what forms your emotional identity. Why do you think of yourself in a certain way? Why is it okay to feel let down? Is it okay to feel, and yes, the answer to all these questions is yes, it's okay to feel let down, and yes, it's okay to to feel hurt or whatever. But this card calls those types of things into question. So it indicates that coming towards us, we are going to be feeling vulnerable, but also, again, justified in a way. It's like you can make the video. I'm just using YouTube as an example because it's just easier. I don't think you're all out there on YouTube, but whatever. But it's like, it doesn't matter. This is you saying, do you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, I put that effort in. I made that video and it got one view or whatever, and it doesn't matter. Because I feel good about the work that I'm doing. I feel good about the things that I'm doing. I feel good about my part in it, my role in it. And me feeling good about my role in it and my part in it is going to help me to grow further. It does call into question, though, again, our emotional foundations. It means you're almost being asked to notice your response and why you're responding in that way. Notice your responses and why you respond in that way emotionally, even if outwardly you see the benefits of how things are. It's about what's your emotional response to how the manifestation's going, because you're obviously wanting to get this. It could be a person, a relationship, it could be a business, or whatever it could be, but you're feeling confident in order that you think, I can manifest this, I can create this, I know what I need to do now, I understand my part in things, I need to put myself out there, wear my heart on my sleeve, be more open with my emotions, for example, which is what this card would represent. And you do that, and you're confident in doing that, but it does in a way make you notice emotional responses. It's like, I can't explain it. It's like things are good. It's like, you are happy with your progress, whether it be work, money, whatever it is for you, relationships, whatever. You're happy with your progress and you're happy with what you're doing. You're feeling better and you're feeling confident. But as things happen on the outside of you, and it's good stuff, it calls you into question. So this is like maybe getting success, and then this is like getting success and feeling like you don't deserve it. That's what this is like. Do you know what I mean? It's like that type of thing. It's like you shouldn't respond that way, but it's like highlights something, like the success highlights something. It's like getting a compliment and someone giving you a compliment, and then that compliment making you feel bad about yourself for some reason. It's like that. So it's like, yes, the success is here, like the good things here, the actions here, what you wanted, you're doing things that you wanted to do, everything's going well. But for some reason, the wellness, the goodness is hitting you in a certain vulnerability. It's like people who don't feel like they deserve good. I don't deserve anything nice to happen to me. So it's like something nice happening to you, and then you feeling that I don't deserve it. And finally you get to examine, why do I feel like that? Why do I feel I don't deserve it? That is exactly what I mean by uncomfortable truths. And that's exactly what Libra season brings, okay? It lets us think about, you can catch this in the other video, the astrology video, but it thinks us about how do our repetitive thoughts affect our actions, how does what we know affect our actions and cloud our judgment. So that's exactly what this time's about. So it's like good things happening and you feeling, as I said, success. It's like that. It's like getting a compliment and a compliment making you feel bad. So it's like someone saying to me, "Oh my God, girl, you're so fabulous. I love you. Like, you're so great at your job. Like, I love your readings, blah, blah." I don't know why I'm speaking in my American accent, but, I love it. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like someone saying to me, "Oh my God, like, you're so good, like, you're so good." And then me feeling like, "Oh my God, like, I'm not even, like, no, like, I'm so not good. Like, what is wrong with this person? Like, why are they saying I'm good?" Like, and it makes you feel weird. That's them two cards together. I know that took a long time to explain, but that's kind of what it is. Okay, so then we have these, as I said, these feelings of vulnerability, but also because it's masculine, it's action. So it means putting ourselves out there, putting our best foot forward, because we're feeling confident. As I said, we're feeling confident and we're ready to move. We're ready to do it. We're feeling vulnerable though, and we have this. There we go. So this is the card, the Three of Swords. This is the card that I've been thinking of, not just today, but it's coming for everyone. This is the card. So this card literally represents how this is the repetitive or automatic thoughts. This is what this card represents. It represents repetitive or automatic thoughts. It represents a trauma, a past trauma, a past challenge, something that's already happened that actually limits and clouds your judgment. It limits and clouds your ability to see who you are, your strength, to see what you're good at, whatever. It's like something that's made you feel in the past disempowered, and you've learned, because of this past experience, whenever it happened, you've learned to think of yourself in a certain way. Probably links to that as well in that instance. You've learned to think of yourself in a certain way. You've learned to respond to like success in a certain way. So and if someone compliments you, you've learned to respond, "I don't deserve that." Like, you don't even hear it in your mind anymore. Someone says, "Oh my God, you look fabulous. Like, you're great." And you're like, "Oh my God, she's such a liar," in your head. And you kind of like, you don't even realize that you say that to yourself. That's that energy. So this is what I mean about these feelings of vulnerability. But still, nonetheless, we are striding out. We're walking through this door. We're striding out into the new world. We're going for it. We're putting ourselves out there. We're saying, "It feels uncomfortable for me to be this vulnerable. It feels uncomfortable for me to be this real, to be this open about what it is I want, to be this clear about what it is I want to do. It feels uncomfortable, but I'm still going to do it. And the reason it feels uncomfortable, I'm going to get to work out. I'm going to get to find out during Libra season." That's exactly what's happening. You're still doing it. Divine masculine is the actions that we take, the things that we do out in the world. So you're still doing it. You're not stopping yourself from doing it. I ain't stopping myself from doing it. And I tell you, I mean, this is like my reading, because I swear to you guys, this is me. I mean, you wait and see. You wait and see what comes in, what the videos that I put out in October. You wait and see. So make sure you click the bell and make sure you subscribe for notifications. And you've got to click that bell twice so you can see it. Because I tell you what, guys, I do not miss out on these energies. When I'm talking about, clouding our judgment and blah, 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 and uncomfortable truths, and, I don't miss out on it. Just because I can talk about it, and because I can say, "Well, Mars is masculine," and da-da-da, just because I can say those things, because I can tell you the meaning of these cards or my intuitive impression, doesn't mean that I miss out on the hard and the heavy like you get. I get it as well. And even though I meditate every day, and even though I'm mindful and blah, 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 I still get it. So we are, and I feel like we should, like, I don't know, do a choir or something. Like, we should like create a choir, and we should our voices should sing loud, Capricorn, because this is what it feels like, this energy. It's like, do you know what? I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I know that I can do it. And even though I'm scared, I'm going to understand why I'm scared. I'm going to start to realize that. That is the beauty of this time. Okay, I better be quick, because this is going to run out any minute and it might just cut off. Anyway, so we've got the King of Cups, masculine energy. So masculine energy, the actions that we take, things that we do in the world, the conversations that we have, the work that we do, everything out in the world, masculine. And it's about our emotions. So this is us acting on our emotions. So I feel like I want to do this. I feel like I want to put this video out. Again, talking about YouTube, whatever. But whatever it is for you. I feel like I want a relationship. I feel like I want to put myself out there, get out dating again. I feel like I want to tell my partner that I want more interesting sex, or whatever it is. That might be for some of you, because that just came out and I don't know where that came from. But anyway, whatever it is for you as an individual, I feel like I want to do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to have the conversation. I'm going to say it. I'm going to find the person. I'm going to whatever. This is us taking action on it, and this is a clarifying card. Wow. I mean, you never get. I mean, what did I say to you as well? 2, 3, 4. I mean, and we've literally got 3 aces. All we need is one more now. But how beautiful. We've got 3 aces. So I love this for us, Capricorn, because this is showing that this is you acting on say it, having those conversations, being clear about what it is you want, having a clarity of thought finally. So we've had this for a few days, a few weeks actually, a couple of weeks. September's been a bit iffy for the Capricorns because the energy, because it's been earth energy, i.e. Virgo energy, it brings you down to it. You feel the weight of it. Now you might not mentally or consciously engage with that, but I guarantee you've been feeling it's been a bit harder for you to sort of motivate yourself. You've been a bit tired, but that's just because it's hitting us, the earth energy of Virgo. Obviously we're an earth sign, so it feels heavier. And things will hopefully start to feel a little bit lighter, physically lighter for you. You feel like you'll be able to do more. You feel like you'll be able to say more. And this is exactly what we see here with these energies. So we have this, again, we've got luck in love. We've got luck in following our intuition. We've also got clarity in our mind. We've also got clear, good ideas, inspirational ideas, listening to our intuition, responding to that helping us to manifest, manifest the relationship that we want, the work that we want, whatever, the success that we want. And listen to how you feel, how you respond to it. Notice how you feel, how you respond to the success and to the good stuff that's coming, because wow, you couldn't really get any better, could you? So we've got our final, I mean, we've got good showing up from the divine, we've got good divine feminine showing up with the high priestess, with the empress and the queen of wands, and we've got excellent divine masculine also showing up, the king of cups, the king of swords and the page of cups. So we've got a lot of balance, you see. We've got 3 divine masculine, 3 divine feminine. We have this balance, which is what we're talking about. We have this clarity coming in. We have this being fair to ourselves, being truthful with ourselves, being able to act on our truths, being able to act decisively, finally having the fog clear and being able to go forward and to build the things that we want to build and to create the things that we want to create. And this is us really getting that message. This is us really understanding that as we enter October. So I'm hopeful, because I know for me, you will see that. If you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on here, on YouTube, you follow Key Wisdom Tarot, you will see the difference because this energy is hitting me just like it's hitting you. And I'm interested to see what you guys think about love. I mean, for some people, again, the places where we've been, the things, the repetitive thoughts or the ideas that have kept us stuck in our actions, that have kept us doing repeated behaviors, but we didn't realize they were repeated. All these things, we're going to start to see them. We're going to start to realize, and we're going to start to be able to cut things out that that we no longer need. We're going to start to be able to act clearly and more decisively because we're responding to our intuition and we're responding to our instinct. Okay. So that is a beautiful reading, Capricorn. I hope you like it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. As I said, do not forget to follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook. And do not forget to subscribe to Key Wisdom and click the bell for notifications. I'll be uploading just a bit more freely now because I'm doing this. I've got to listen to my instincts and to my intuition and respond to it because that's exactly what's being demanded of me right now, just as it's being demanded of you. So I have to listen to that. I can't ignore it because if I do, it hurts me. It's painful. This is especially during Hermit energy, during Virgo season. If you ignore your intuition, you're gonna be laid to bed. You're going to be put in your bed. You're going to be not able to go to work. Your car is going to break down because that's what the universe wants. The universe is like, you need to be in your fours, mate. You need to be in your 4 of Pentacles, mate. Sit there and listen. Sit there and engage with how you're feeling. So I'm doing that, and I hope you're going to be doing that too, my darlings. Okay, it's time to leave you now. I will see you all again very soon, October time, with a brand new reading. Check out the astrology playlist for everything astrology, and you can find out more about the astrology in the description box below. Okay, my darling Capricorns, have a wonderful couple of weeks, and I'll see you all again very soon with your brand new reading. Take care, my darlings. Bye.